Yeah. Let's see. That. Having a sudden cough attack for no apparent reason, but turn that down. And let's close that. Okay. Well, we're finally sort of. So, hey guys, apologize for see if that is any better as far as the voice. Might be some hiccups here at the moment. We're streaming somewhat okay. Let me go back this way while I'm trying to how fast. Okay, I'm wondering, is the audio good? Frozen now. Let's see. Yeah, I turned it off, turned it back on. Let's see if the audio is good. Before I say a bunch of stuff that doesn't make sense. The signal froze. Okay, see, someone says okay now, can hear now. Audio good now. Okay. Good. That's awesome. So some things are good. one thing that is good is that I have a new windshield. And it is very nice and clean and pristine. And it feels very good to have a nice brand new windshield. So that's a plus. Thank you to everyone who contributed toward that, and very much appreciate that as well. That is good. Made a slow a lot. There's been one severe warm storm. I'm actually going to get rolling though east toward eastern Iowa in case something happens over there where the parameters are really good. It's just a matter of whether or not something happens. Oh, we got Stepbone with a super chat. Appreciate that very much. Thank you. Super chat. Appreciate the support there. And Weather Girl for the Storm Champion milestone, 8 months and back from a vacation in Myrtle Beach. It was fun, I'm sure it was. We're all just glad you had a lot of fun. So, one-man show. Thank you for the super chat. God bless you, Brother John. And nice new clean windshield. Well, thank you for that. It is very good. So I think the things that kind of threw me off was a lot of stuff was piled into my back seat, and some things were jumbled up. Okay, we're back, and I hope that fixed the robo, but that is not good. So we got some things going on with the stream. Let me see if I can figure out what. Okay, pretty sure it's the internet. What could be the internet, and I don't know why. See that things are a little bit hard and low there. Make sure I'm on the right network still. I don't know. Let's see. It says it's on CarStream. It's CarStream. megabytes per second. That's really good. And then all of a sudden it drops down to 0.07 or something like that. Right now 4.55, 4.9, 3.2, 2.1, and then now I'm at 1. Now I'm down to 250 kilobytes.
Okay, so that sounds like that would be your problem. You got something going on with either your bonding or your internet. Right there.
I agree. I'm looking for a...
Is your cellular turned on your phone at all? I know you're not supposed to have your cellular and then also bond that with whatever else
maybe.
you're doing.
Let me see. I don't... Wait a second. That's a good point. Maybe cellular's off.
Cellular is off. Okay. Huh.
Let me check the boost. Maybe I bumped that off. But I got Starlink.
Yeah, you got Starlink. You should be good.
I got Starlink and mostly blue sky. But I mean, I'll check the bonding. I don't know. Ever since I just gotta get an exit here, pull, see if I can fix it. Ever since I got the windshield changed, it's like everything. Also,
well, maybe they broke all the other two.
No, something else happened with the car stream. So everything is bonds together in car stream, but now it's starting to ask me for AT&T in with the other phone, and something in there has gone haywire. But I'm gonna pull over up here. This is on. I might have bumped it somehow, but I did check. I'll go ahead and pull up. Speed of 5. Make sure. Maybe I need. Yeah, let me check something here. It's going wrong. It's been going wrong since I started.
The first time or the fourth time, or
yeah, more like the fourth.
Yeah, fourth time.
And climbing, yes.
Gotta be something wrong with that. Monday.
Yeah, I'll check it right now. Maybe I just need to close everything and start over. Beautiful day in Iowa here.
Yeah, I gotta get that fixed. You know, maybe storms.
I get right now, but I'm on top of a hill, so that figures.
60% watch. Yeah, but you can get a tornado. You got a boundary.
Yep.
See a little cumulus.
Better get out there. Better get going. It says I'm bonded in Starlink, T-Mobile, and Cellular Verizon Network. It's all working. Here. Let you guys see. See? Look at that. Sorry, the computer's a little bit. See that? It's all bonded together. Look at that.
Yeah, the
Starlink, mobile. I don't have AT&T yet, but
AT&T.
no, because I can't get my new phone. Every time I try to log into the car stream, it it wants a password, but I never had a password for this.
A password for your hotspot? Or a password for your phone?
It's a password for car.
What does that mean?
Well, that's the router.
You call it? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I call it.
Card. Interesting. So you need a password for your AT&T?
No, just a minute.
If you're talking about restarting your speed Wi-Fi.
Say that again.
Or use your cell service and your Starlink while you're restarting everything. That way you can keep your stream running.
Yeah, let me. Yeah, I'll switch it over to. I'll try that. I'll just switch. I wonder if I. see if I can just refresh this.
Well, yeah, I was just calling to let you know about your audio not working, so
all right.
Might just let you go since it sounds like you're kind of working on something.
Yeah. All right, thanks for letting me know. I'll keep trying.
Yep, no problem. If you need any help with anything, just let me know.
Okay, thanks.
All right, I'll catch you later.
Yep, talk to you later. Bye.
Yep. All right, bye.
Search Bluetooth. That is weird. Starlink's working. Says it's connected. Okay, car stream. Why is it not showing? Hey, Patrick. You need to call in, Patrick. We got problems. Says the iPad is connected. Nothing is showing up. anywhere else to get a better signal. I don't know. I don't know. 5 megabytes per second. That is very strong. Goes. Brother, I don't know what's going on with it. I think I know something I did wrong here. Okay, I'm going to unmute here for a minute. Yeah, it definitely looks like it's still working on this. Let's see here, I hit the wrong. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go. It seems to be connecting again on your side. Like
Okay. Let's see, that was on. I mean, it's working way better as far as this part goes.
yeah, and your audio sounds pretty good too. There's a little bit of glitching here and there, but it seems to be clearing up.
Okay. So run it for a while.
Run it for a while, see how it handles. Just keep an eye on it.
Okay.
It's never going to work perfectly 100% of the time, but
Yeah.
This should improve your uptime. In theory, at some point you're going to want to switch back to Chicago or static because Beautify is on traffic right now and their Chicago servers are loaded. So, switching to Denver will probably clear it.
How do you click it back to automatic?
If you go back to the pre-fire menu,
Oh, it's the hamburger menu, yes.
yeah,
And then the server.
yeah.
Okay.
I think at the very top option on that menu, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's see, there's United States.
Yeah, setting sets it generically to pick automatically any server in the US.
Okay.
Yep.
Makes sense. Well, I guess maybe roll a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, let me know how that works out for you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm seeing a little bit of glitchiness there, but
Okay.
We'll just have to roll with it and see what happens. You have 4 connections running right now, so that should provide you some stability.
Awesome.
Okay. All right.
Hey, thanks a lot.
No worries, man.
Let's stay in touch. So you say you're in, oh yeah, you've got a bunch of stores there.
I got some to get on, so
All right, go get them.
all right. Thanks, John.
Okay, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Bless you. Hey. Those who are interested here, now I got 4 networks bonded in here. T-Mobile and cellular. Patrick was the man. Fixed. Here's how she's flowing with kilobytes per second. You can see things are, we might still not be in the best area, but it looks to be. So now we've got 4 networks. Someone messing with you, yeah. Yeah, the stream is laggy. I don't know what it says. Go well. did. Unbelievable. Thank you for the 50 gifted. Let's get those W's rolling for the man, the myth, the legend, Cactus. Wow. Okay. Okay, just did. But it's going to take a while for that to feed through.
That's true. Let me just sign off. I'll hang up because I can't really hear it when I talk.
Okay.
And then I'll see if there's any difference. I'll let you know what I find out. I'll give you 5 minutes or something.
Looks like it's...
So far, it's sounding better.
It looks better on my end at the moment. Which it could be high heat at the house from
Yeah, it's hard to know.
messing with the signal, but right now that doesn't look like it's lagging that I can tell.
Yeah, well, it's...
Sounds good now, clear as a bell, great signal now. It's working, bro. Okay. Well, that's why I asked you about maybe trying that. Okay.
Well, we'll see. 'Cause
Well,
it's
they're
going
just
in
lagged
and
a
out
little.
before. Yeah, it's hard to know.
But we'll try that.
Yeah.
Can you, I know you, if you can, yeah, Melanie's on the phone. No lagging, still here. Okay, let's see.
Sometimes just restarting is
Yeah, I think it's,
yeah. Once you do the
if you can just kind of listen to it for a while and see if it's, oh, they're just lagged.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll just see what happens.
It just
Maybe
lagged on my end.
But yeah, like Lisa said on here, she said for everybody, sometimes if you refresh it, it will help their individual YouTube, but it doesn't always work. It made it work.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'll let you go.
Okay,
and,
thank you. We'll see how that works.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
Take care, honey.
Yep, take care.
All right, bye-bye.
Yeah, bye. I'm going to reset mine. Maybe that'll close my chat out, open it back up. Wow, this is... This has been... It's like John Boy's live. Okay, let's see. So what we did, if it's still going good, people are saying it's fixed. Okay. Well, I hope it is. All right, this is when, so I have been running like all this time just wirelessly at my home computer off of our router at home. We have fiber optic. We live way out in the country in the middle of Nebraska, but we have fiber optic. So high-speed internet, very high-speed internet, but the computer is not real close to the router, so we just hardwired it. Melanie just hardwired it in to see if that would help the situation. So it could be, or it could also have, I think there was a number of things going on, but I think it could also have been that because of the high heat that's back at our place, been under that high heat warning, that just, maybe that's been affecting the signal in the house or something. So, let me say this. I want to give a shout out to WeatherFront for sponsoring me and these chases, and also Max Velocity for partnering with me on these chases when he goes live. Let's see. So I appreciate that. Appreciate all my supporters, Storm Champions, for your support, Cactus for his support, and John Boy's been a great supporter. Lisa, moderator's been a blessing, supporter, and super help of many things behind the scenes, and the mod squad have been awesome. So thank you guys. You guys are awesome. And I didn't get the day started off very well today. Did not have a devotion. Yeah, the heat has been crazy, Shane. The heat has been crazy. Crazy. Who's that? Planet? I am a Planet Love. Yes. I can respond. Thank you for your comment. per se. Coming into Des Moines here, so let me make sure. Well, the fastest route, but what is the fastest? Looks like it's having some struggles on Moblin, but it doesn't look like it. Yeah, there it did cut. For a second. It's not going to be perfect, but let's see. To veer, wants me to take this way around. It shows me veering off right here. Yes. I don't know, sometimes I mess this up and I go, sometimes I go through Des Moines and sometimes I go around on the north side. I think, in my opinion, it's about 6 one way, half dozen the other. So, but I think I tend to like going around the north side better, but in here. Haven't been able to talk about the storms any hardly, but if there will be some and when there will be, what I am anticipating.
There's construction ahead.
So I want to share just a couple thoughts from a few verses here from Matthew chapter 9. It's the calling of Matthew. Matthew was the guy who wrote the book of Matthew, and he writes about his calling to be one of the disciples. It says that Jesus passed from there. He saw a man named Matthew sitting at the tax office, and he said to him, "Follow me." So he arose and followed him. Now it happened as Jesus sat at the table in the house that, behold, many tax collectors and sinners came and sat down with him and his disciples. And when the Pharisees saw it, they said to his disciples, "Why does your teacher eat with tax collectors and sinners?" When Jesus heard that, he said to them, "Those who are well have no need of a physician, but those who are sick. But go and learn what this means. I desire mercy and not sacrifice, For I did not come to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance. He did not come to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance. So see, the Pharisees took their righteousness by following the law. They were law. They felt like they followed the law to the T, that they were good, that made them good, and then it made them not sinners. But the problem is nobody can follow the law perfectly. But when Jesus came, he didn't come to call the righteous. And he gives the example, those who are well, they don't need a physician. Those who are sick, they're the ones that need the physician. So he didn't come to call the righteous, but he came to call me. See, when we trust, there's a thing called self-righteousness. When you trust in your own righteousness, there's a danger of that, because that own righteousness doesn't meet the standard that Jesus lays down. And the Pharisees, they were following the law the best they could, but they weren't dealing with their sin in the right way. So Jesus went places where others wouldn't go, because he cared about people's souls. And it's part of it because he loved them and he wanted them to know him in a personal way. Don't trust in your own goodness. Trust in the Lord. Let him save you. So that's just kind of a thought there. Share with you. Looks like Melanie gave a gift at 10 memberships. Appreciate that, Melanie. Thank you, Melanie. W's there for Melanie. Rain the Enchantress is in. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. And thank you for the likes. Let's see, where are we at? We're at 743 likes. Amazing. Appreciate that. So what we're doing here, we're attempting to chase, let's see, repeat the Matthew verse references. It cut out references. Okay, Matthew would be chapter 9. And I think it was that's the wrong thing. It'd be 9, chapter 9, 9 through 11, 12. 9 through 11, 12. And 13. What's crazy about that chapter is loaded with things that Jesus did, healing people. He raised a young girl from the dead in that passage. He healed a man who was paralyzed, and just did a whole bunch of good But he suffered from a lot of criticism. And whenever he tried to do something good, that the scribes and the Pharisees turned it around and tried to make it out that he was doing something bad. So don't be surprised if you try to do something good or try to do something for the Lord and somebody paints you out to be doing something horrible. Just don't be surprised. If it can happen to the Lord, it can happen to you. Just be ready. So what we're trying to do here today kind of coming over here to Iowa, eastern Iowa, to see if any storms will fire in this insane environment over here. It's a pretty powerful environment over here in eastern Iowa. There was some kind of a boundary over here, but the moment things are a little bit quiet. So now Wisconsin is supposed to be a place where a lot of stuff is happening tonight. Here's a look at Wisconsin right now. Wisconsin looks not very severe at the moment. However, there might be some storms tracking down here from the north. And as much as they are holding off, I don't know if they're going to appear late. Right now there's a storm that is firing way up there in northern Wisconsin, up by a little round lake. So part of my strategy today is, if the storms don't fire, then I keep moving east to be set up for tomorrow.
In half a mile, keep left to stay on I-80 East.
Now I can turn the AC not so cold because the sun's not really blaring in here as bad. Let's see. Okay, stay on this to go
Keep
east.
left to stay on I-80 East.
So I don't know. I don't know if these storms are just still going to fire tonight. This might be
105 miles.
This might be an overnight thing as far as today's setup. I do know that there's the early show is all the way down in southern Illinois right now. There's a watch down there. A severe thunderstorm watch is in place. Melanie likes corn. Okay. Rachel's in. Let's see. We got some folks in here. I am a player is in. We got some voting going on. Is it for corn? Let's see. Creamed corn. Yeah, I actually like creamed corn. I used to like corn on the cob, but actually, if corn on the cob, if corn is hot and it has butter all over it, corn on the cob, that's actually pretty good. But I don't necessarily desire it, but it's chilly in here, you see. So I don't know. We can do a couple things at this point. We can head over and look at the models. OOZ for the Triple R is now coming out. Let's go back. I didn't want that. I want. OOZ's coming out. Man. I think the cap might be just ruling out tonight. It's Wisconsin. Doesn't really show Wisconsin getting going until like 6 a.m. in the morning. What's SPC got for? SPC has an enhanced. Risk for so 2 minutes ago they just upgraded, not upgraded but updated for the day one. I just got notification, day one, enhanced risk, portions of upper Midwest and western Great Lakes, so they still have an enhanced risk. And Wisconsin is basically the bullseye. That's just came out 3 minutes ago. Still have an enhanced risk for Wisconsin. If that is going to be pushed into the overnight. Probably going to take a few minutes for that to load. got 900. It says we got 942 people in here. Is that correct? I don't think so. Any different? Let's see. Northeast Iowa. You're new here. Okay. Sid Squid. Welcome in. Sarah. Almost seems like I got $1K. Did I get stream rated by somebody? Says we got 1,000 people in here, unless who knows? I don't know anything anymore. I don't know if anything's working correctly for me. This day's been wacky. It's been good though. It's wacky but good. I feel very blessed. I feel extremely blessed. Okay, 5 minutes now that day one's been in. Let's see what's happening. Wish I had somebody in here to read it for me, but let's see. There's a lot of typing. A lot of typing. Might have to pull over. I need an auto reader. But guess what? This says rest area. I don't think it's, yeah, perfect. Let's just pull off here. See that? I just said I needed something and boom, rest area just popped. It just showed up. Okay.
Head toward I-80.
I don't need somebody to read for me, but so we're going to read the SPC, and that's going to give us some insight. And then I'm going to let you guys out of the car for a second so you can stretch your eyes and I can stretch my legs. Okay. Whew. All right, let's see what's happening here. So here's the new day one. What do they got for tornado? There's the tornado probabilities. Upper Wisconsin, they're saying, but the long stretch here of a 2%. Chances of tornado, wind. It's another story. We've got a lot of opportunities for wind out here. Even in the southern part of Illinois, all over Wisconsin, stretching back into Nebraska. Categorical. Okay, let's look this over. So that's upper Midwest, South Central, Southeast South Dakota, Central Nebraska. Elsewhere, so let's look at upper Midwest. A very unstable environment remains in place across the region with MPX, GRB, and DVN OOZ soundings sampling MLK from 3,100 to 2,900 to 2,800 joules per kilogram, respectively. Surface observations show mid to upper 70 dew points. Mid to upper 70 dew points. That is very high. On the warm side of the warm front extending from north central Minnesota through northeast Wisconsin, far western upper Michigan, a thunderstorm has matured upstream of this corridor, with the expectation it will remain strong to severe as it continues southeastward. Modest low-level warm advection into this boundary will also contribute to additional thunderstorms this evening and overnight. Environmental conditions are still expected to support large to very large hail early in the convective cycle, while a more cellular mode is likely. Therefore, a trend towards bowing segments capable of severe wind gusts is anticipated. A singular MCS could eventually develop, with severe gusts possible as it moves southward as well. Some gusts both within the line segments and early in the MCS life cycle, which MCS stands for mesoscale convective system, could be significant. That is over 75 miles per hour. Oh, and then there's some wording for Tennessee, South Central, Southeast South Dakota, and Central Nebraska. Risk for some thunderstorms capable of strong downdrafts, isolated large hail. Okay, so there's still some potential. Look at this. Just stopping, it's the humidity because I got the AC running. Model showing storm soon to be east of Des Moines. Let's see. I haven't looked at the NAM. Let's see what the NAM says. Still on the 18Z at NAM. Not showing a lot at the moment. And then let's look at WeatherFront. And let's look at satellite. Which I could do on WeatherFront, but I'm just going to pull it up over here at the moment. Let's see. Page can't open. Since it's getting darker. Wow, it's getting darker. And that's an issue. So here's what it looks like right now over Iowa and down into southern Illinois and that area down in there. But you can see as go forward, those storms increasing, but boy, it's getting darker down there, and still a lot of cloud cover, but there might be more fire up here. We'll see. Cut the car off and see what happens. Might lose everything. Whoa, it's humid out here. Woo, baby. Wow, it's humid and warm. Whew. Clean windshield. No wind at all. There's the flag. Not much of a breeze. might be part of the reason why things are not getting going here. Whew. The sun is setting back over there. Sooner than it used to. All right. The sunset. Hey guys. So, you know, it is very, very warm here and it's very, very humid. That's part of the weather. for today. It's hot. It's 90 right now here. Over 90, a little over 90. There's no wind and the humidity is extremely high. But guess what? It's almost August, and I got a bug in my mouth, but anyway, there's a lot of bugs. But in a few months, I'll be complaining about how cold it is. So let's enjoy it a little bit, you know? Let's actually enjoy this warm weather as we listen to the cassette, what do they call those? The Katie something. What do they call them? Let's see if the stream works as we go out here. Cicadas. The cicadas. Let's come out here. Let's walk out in this nice green grass. Let's get some chiggers all over us. And let's listen to the cicadas, if that's what they are. They're singing. They might come out only once every 14 years or something weird like that. Hey! Hey! What are you singing? Calm down. I think one just attacked me. They did calm down a little bit. Now they're ramping up. They're up there somewhere. Up, a little camera shy. So let's enjoy the weather. I saw something here. It's not severe. But it's part of the seasons. You know, you just got to get out of the car once in a while. You just have to get out. It's a pretty sunset, really. So what that means is nightfall is approaching. See, everybody's got all this water running out from under their car. It's the condensation from the AC that runs off. Every one of those cars has got water puddles underneath it. It's because they're running AC. Okay. Ooh, I'm gonna get mine back on. Some little stuff out there. What is going on here? Iowa, is any of this going to pop? I feel like something's... I'm probably gonna get a million chigger bites now, so. Okay. Even the stuff up in Wisconsin is just How's the stream doing? Is it? Calvin, that sounds like kind of a nightmare with the cicadas there. Let's see. What's going on here? Yeah. Okay. That is the humidity working against us, so we're gonna have to get rolling. But just gonna animate this. See if there's a shot of anything firing. Not seeing it happening, so let's get out our models again. I would think the OOZ should be out by now for the NAM, but no. Triple R. OOZ is just coming out. Six, seven, 8 o'clock in the morning. And I'm sorry that's so blurry like that, but because so this I think is about what it's predicting is about 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Not happening until, let me get that right. Yes, that would be 7 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why that cut all of a sudden, but it did. And then 11, 12, no, yeah, 1 in the afternoon. So at noon, this is going through Chicago. It looks like an MCS going through Chicago and Indiana. Cutting. Tuesday, let's see, so Monday, later in the day, it's down there. Gosh, with storms back here in Nebraska, what's going on back there? Something. Whoa. That's what the triple R says. Let's go back to a sector, Central Great Plains. Would this be enough to sway me back to Nebraska? A little bit of a low pressure here. Looks, no, it's spinning the wrong direction. It's more of a high pressure, maybe. So it's showing this stuff tomorrow. Wow. Looks pretty strong there. Those storms out at Kearney, Nebraska. Lexington, Kearney, Nebraska. Do they even have a day 2? We currently have got a slight for tomorrow, and they've got a marginal for out there, the 2% for tornado, but wind, much higher probabilities for tomorrow. And then day 3, it's on the Storm Prediction Center, day 3. Virginia, North Carolina for the most part. A little bit from Maryland. Maybe a portion of Tennessee. Current temperature here is 90 degrees. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at that and just kind of thinking, wow, man, you know, should I go? Should I press on for Illinois, Indiana, or are they going to upgrade the Nebraska setup? Take a quick look at the triple R there. Again, because got to keep this new windshield clean. Got to keep it spotless. parameters don't look that good for whatever's going on in Nebraska, but on the other hand, the Midwest, well, I think the best call is probably to keep rolling toward Des Moines. And if something fires, good. If it doesn't fire, well, that's good too. Roll the window down so I can see. When we get rolling, some of this steam will come off, I imagine.
In 800 feet, merge onto I-80 East.
The sun is
There are
down.
police reported ahead. Continue on I-80 East for 95 miles.
Phew, that's cold. Maybe I'll warm it up a little bit and it won't be quite so drastic change.
There are police reported ahead.
There's still some stuff.
There are police reported ahead.
At least on the Des Moines, there's some stuff hanging around Davenport. Let's see. Could fire something over there. I appreciate you guys joining in tonight. If you'd be so gracious as to give the stream a like if you haven't done that yet. That would be awesome. Also, if you're new in here, please subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. That would be fantastic. It's a great way to support the chasing and help get the word out. So we did cross the 52K mark, and to God be the glory, and that's awesome. We're at 52,089 subscribers, so thank you, new subscribers to the channel. We're doing our best on this end to get out on the storms. There's some stuff up to my north that talk about blips. There's a lot of little blips up to my north. If one of those, or if a few of them come together and would fire off, we would maybe get a storm out of that. Some forcing, so it's a little bit much to ask at the moment. So let's see, got a little boundary over by Cedar Rapids, maybe. So how has the stream been running now? Is it still, did it get healed for the most part? Thing I did was a full iPhone reset. I just shut the thing completely off and then started it back up. stream good, John. Thank you, One Man Show. Thank you for stream has been good. Okay, Shane, appreciate that. Oh, that's a relief. I think it was you being in Des Moines, Aura, while you were parked that did the trick. Okay. Oh, that's right. I think that's a good point. I think it got close enough to Lisa that it just the good positive vibes came into it, and it got healed. So appreciate that, Lisa, very much. Oh, Weather Girl, yes, thank you. Oh, I see. Yes, we do have a Discord channel. The stream has a Discord channel, so don't ask me how to find it, but maybe someone will post a link to it. Okay. Temperature, we are at 89 degrees, so we're getting a smidgen of relief. But you know what? What makes heat so oppressive is when you don't get the cool down at night. You can't get the cool downs at night. That's what's tough. And apparently that's what's really hard on cattle, is when they can't cool down at night. Yes, thank you. There's the Discord. We've got super moderators that are on top of everything. Top of everything. And they even do some moderating. They do moderating in the Discord as well, so you can feel like you can step into those waters safely. Justin Windancer Media's in here. Okay, so Justin Windancer. Justin is a storm chaser out of Arkansas. I believe he has a YouTube channel. He is a storm chaser, and I have met him personally. I can verify that he is a storm chaser. We connected earlier this year on a storm chase down in Arkansas and Mississippi, Louisiana, that area down in there. Hypernova, what's up with you, man? Just trying to just trying to find a storm here. My dad used to tell me you cannot make a silk purse out of a sow's ear. Okay? So just remember that in case you ever try to do that. Saying this is a sow's ear today, but there you go, son. Yeah, but was it silk? Okay, let's see. Yes, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Yeah, that's right. And I find that so true with my animals. It was silk. Okay. See the purse. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I don't know. I'm not seeing periodically we're going to stop and we're going to wait a minute. Are there some blips over in Wisconsin? North of Madison. this stuff, all this bluish green lines hanging around. This is Des Moines. All these bluish green lines around there. If you get a storm to fire on something like that, or out to the north of that, and pull some of that in, but we're just lacking the forcing. We're lacking something to get something to fire here, and I just think it's just too. We just don't have a trigger. Get this stuff rolling, but man, up in northern Wisconsin where there is a storm. It's 80 on the west side of that storm, but it's 77 on the we're at 86 degrees now. Here, and I just don't know if we're going to get anything. That was the North Skunk River. Place to pull over and study this a little more. What I thought was going to happen is that maybe something was going to fire in Wisconsin and it was going to track south. That by the time I got over here, it would be maybe into Illinois, but that scenario has not played out as of yet. It doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon. Came by at one point, yes. He popped in. Yeah. Joe. Funny. Yeah, Freddie did pop in the chat. Because he was checking on my stream. The stream was not doing very well. And he, along with hundreds of people, had realized, including myself, that it wasn't doing very good. But in part of the reason why I was a little slow getting out here today is because I stopped by Freddie's place today and spent some time with Freddie. So that was cool. Got to check on him. That I don't think he needed checking on, but I just got to check in with him, so that was good. Had a good time there. Got to see his latest version of a video he's working on, so that pretty cool. I'm going to pull off at this rest area so I can look at this model. So I think I'm committed to staying out here for tomorrow. Which one is cars?
Continue for half a mile.
So that being the case, we need to come up with a plan. We need to come up with a plan for to zoom in to see what that's going to say. I don't think I can tell what it says. But, okay, so I'm going to look at this model here a second. So this is, what's it say going to happen? It also has some storms in Nebraska, but gee, it's a crazy looking setup here. So it's going to show that. Don't even know what to make of that. Wait, Monday. Basically, if this model is So this is the NAM, basically the NAM 3K, NAM Nest. Not going back to Nebraska because, for one, I just don't think the parameters are that good over there. So this shows it coming down across the lake. I mean, the main surge of the... And this is like 6 a.m. It's starting to skirt the shore of Michigan at... see, 12Z. So this is 6. This would be 7 a.m. in the morning. 8 a.m. we got Indiana. Basically saying Indiana. And this MCS rolling through. But then back over here, it has, by Peoria, a storm firing and then also tracking down this way. Getting strong at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And then tracking for a while and kind of dying. And then it shows maybe a storm back here. And some kind of a trailing boundary back here that kind of wanes off into the sunset. Tuesday is not visible yet on that model. Hypernova Studio YouTube. Wait a minute. Sounds similar to Nova Chasing, but I get it. Oh boy, Night Shadow. Poor Lisa. Man alive. Hey, Bill. Big hello to you too, sir. Yeah, big hello to you. Caleb says we're going to get storms at 10. It's 9:15. Let's see. You thinking 10 a.m. is what you're thinking there? Oh, boy. I just don't think the models really know what's going on, actually, so Just putting it out there. Okay. Triple R has this thing coming down. Tomorrow as well. By noon, hitting Chicago. What time is that? 11, 6 a.m. Finally coming down. Let's look at the good old Rufus. OOZ of the Rufus is just coming in. Let's see what the 21Z of the Rufus says. Let's get over to okay. Let's do that. Hey, Hypernova. How you doing? Tara Miller. Tara says, yeah. Yep, predictions have been really tough this year. Brian Nelson says he hasn't seen the Rufus be correct on anything. That's yeah, that's once in a while. It has been (3:16 a.m. here in UK. Okay, Connor. Sounds pretty late. Maybe you ought to get some sleep, bud, or maybe you're, let's see here. Louisiana, okay. I'm just still trying to figure this out, but the Rufus. The Rufus. Rufus has given us, not really showing, what is it showing? Showing some stuff just kind of popping in Illinois here a little bit. Just nothing crazy. Let's go look at I think for the most part it's cooked. But let's roll toward, let's see, what time is it? Let's see here. I believe day 3 is what you're looking at for here, not tomorrow. Okay. It's from Trevor Nation. Let's see. Somewhere between Iowa City and Davenport. Let's see. How do I get out of that? Yeah, just sitting out here and if I thought, let me think here a minute. Last look at Monday at 09. Hey, we got an 01Z coming in here. Let's see, that would be... This would be 7 o'clock, 8, 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock now, and that's not happening, but it could be happening. You know, it wasn't like my expectations were super high for tonight. Two lanes here.
In 600 feet, merge onto I-80 East. Continue on I-80 East for 63 miles.
At least we got for whatever reason the stream seems to be fixed for the most part. Oh, the road did a funny thing there. Okay. I really didn't eat. Did have a slice of pizza earlier. So probably the plan is going to be find a place to stay and set up, and maybe get up early in the morning and prepare for possible MCS or two coming through. Man, that's really not a very good road section there. I hope they fix that someday right there. This road is really nice right here. all seasons. Okay. Well, that I cannot confirm. But maybe it is. How do you cloud seed anyway? Let's see. Wish I could stay and help you. I have to go. Okay. I get it, Hyper Nova. Thanks for the help. Thank you, everyone, for the help. You guys been a lot of help helping me work through the stream issues today. I don't, whatever reason, the stream just decided to be sick today. I decided to be very ill, and but I think it's doing a lot better now. Appreciate you guys, though. Appreciate everybody joining in today here. We're at 1.1K likes. That's awesome. That is really awesome. Where are we heading? Well, that's a good question. I think we are headed, right now we're headed to Iowa City. And I'm just thinking about grabbing a spot to stay somewhere, either Iowa City or Davenport. Seeing if I can find a place to crash for the night. And then just watch things to see what the models will be trending, to see whether or not I need to get an early start tomorrow for tomorrow's chase. I was planning to be out here to chase today and tomorrow and possibly the next day, but today didn't work out for me. But while I'm heading over there, I'm still watching. I don't think anything's going to happen, but I'm watching this area right here. All this area right around that green box there. That green box is where the radar is at Davenport, the National Weather Service. For the Davenport area, and it's got a pretty good handle on everything around this area, so I'm watching that to see if something will fire in there in the next however much time it takes me to get over that area. So at the moment, not seeing anything happening. Seeing a lot of moisture. Imagine the dew point's pretty high. Temperatures where things went through there. It had cooled down some in Illinois there. Iowa City 84. That's Iowa. Davenport 82. See what the vehicle says. The vehicle says it is 85 where I'm at. Somebody's starting a career in YouTube, and that is Radha. Well, good luck and best wishes, my friend. I think you can do it if you let's see. Need your help. Okay. Please pin. Yeah. Well, yep, that's not really the way to do it, but I understand. But good luck. And hopefully it goes well for you. Let's see. Welcome, stranger. Silver oxide. Not used much anymore. Refined for more deadly weather events. Okay. See ya. It says Chandler being. Yeah, the dew points. I think some of it is the crops. The crops are starting to really getting what they call, I guess, what they call corn sweat. But there's a lot of that plus the irrigation. Maybe somebody could tell us about corn sweat. I saw some people talking about corn earlier today, but can we get an accurate definition of corn sweat? Is it real? Does it happen? What does it do? Somebody's coming in with wholesome moments. Colloquial term for evapotranspiration. Okay? Natural process where corn plants absorb water from the soil and release water vapor into the atmosphere through their leaves to cool down. Okay? So I think, I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, so we have a cornfield right next to our house, and we're surrounded by crops, not just corn, but soybeans and other things. We're just surrounded by it almost completely. And we were under a heat warning today in Nebraska. And they said the heat index would be 105 to 115. But on our machine at our house, it said that the heat index was like 120 something. I've heard some figures before, but I mean, I've heard some figures like how much water actually gets put into the atmosphere, and it's like a lot of water. Anyway, I think that's pretty interesting, because when you got a square mile of all corn, mature corn, and if every plant is putting off some moisture, that's when you can get some pretty high humidity. So I think it was 104 when I left my house today. I saw that temperature was 104 somewhere. So yeah, right now basically just looking, since I don't see anything really happening tonight. I just feel like the cap was too strong and there wasn't enough of a trigger to get things firing this evening. We'll probably just now going to regroup, and we're just positioning. This is good though. I'm getting positioned over here for tomorrow. they still have a severe watch. Southern part of Illinois, so. And then southern part of Indiana. Yeah, there's some storms down there. On the border of Illinois and Indiana, down on the southern part, but then into Kentucky. I believe that's Kentucky, yeah. Got some storms down there. At least one of them is severe. And then way south into Tennessee now. South. Area. Iowa has some nice rest areas. Like that one's, you can see it was over there, but really, it's over here on this side now. But big, large areas. They got some really nice rest areas. Definitely want to give some W's to Iowa for their rest areas. They have some really nice ones. Well maintained, and they're pretty cool. Stay hydrated, yes, sir. I need to stay hydrated. I think I've only been drinking coffee for the last. But I'm gonna stop and get something to drink. for a cause. Get some rest and get out there and chase. Setups are a little weird right now, but yeah, very hot. Very hot in Iowa. I just stopped a few times and very hot today and very hot tonight. It's 84 degrees at 9:54, almost 10 o'clock, and still 84 degrees. That's pretty tough, but the days are getting shorter now, so we're gonna, in August, actually start to get, believe it or not, a few cooler nights. Start getting some cooler nights in August. Okay, we are look at our current weather right now. We're closest to the Davenport and we do not have anything firing. So what we're going to do, find a place, pull over, and here soon, and say goodnight. Let me see. My friend Mr. John Boy is on tonight. So John Boy 777, he's been a great supporter of the channel as well, and brother in Christ, and he has a YouTube channel that he has started. Let's see if he's live tonight. I don't think he might be live tonight. No, he is live. Let's see. coverage stream going, so we're probably going to redirect over to him. Because I think for my part, doesn't look like there's anything out here going to happen tonight, so I'm going to just pull over
At the
here.
next stop sign, turn right. At the stop sign, turn right onto M Avenue.
I wonder if there's a way. Might not even be a way to get on back
There's
on
a
the
flooded
interstate.
road reported ahead.
This is a Maverick station. What's the fuel here?
Turn left, then make a U-turn. Head west, then turn left. Turn left, then you'll take your first right toward M Avenue.
Let's see. I think I'm going to just
Turn right
back
toward
in
M
here.
Avenue, then make a U-turn. Turn right toward M Avenue. Then at the next stop sign, you'll turn right.
Whoa. Let's see. Let's go. Wow. Man, I thought maybe there would be some storms tonight, but they didn't happen. So, but I'm going to be out tomorrow, Lord willing, and I hope things go a little bit better. But tonight it's just hot and humid. Saving some of this energy for tomorrow, which means it might unload on us tomorrow. So, guys, I really appreciate you joining in tonight. It was awesome. Thank you very much for joining in the stream. And glad to have you. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Appreciate that very much. Let's see. When we end up here, we've got 1.2K likes. Appreciate that. Also, we also added some subs, so we're at 52,172. So appreciate all the new subscribers tonight. That's awesome. We'll look at tomorrow. Tomorrow might be right around the Wisconsin-Illinois border between north and south, near the lakes. I'm not sure where it's going to happen, but we're gonna try to hunt it out. I might be live very early in the morning, so we'll see how that goes. 1, we'll see how early I can get up. 2, we'll see how early the storms can get going. And 3, we'll see how far away they are. So stay tuned for that, but appreciate anyone joining. And I want to say God bless each and every one of you. To God be the glory. And hope the rest of your evening goes well. Yes, thank you to the mod squad. You guys are awesome. Appreciate all the support, Storm Champions, all the gifted members tonight and super chats. Appreciate all that. So take care, and we'll lock in for tomorrow and see how that goes. So let me see if we can just redirect you guys over to John Boy. Go over there and say hi. If you got time, give him some support. I'm sure he will appreciate it. He's a good man with a great heart. And so thank you very much. There we go. Take care, guys. I'm gonna try to get some rest and get out there tomorrow and hit it myself. So you guys get some rest. Get ready for the week, because tomorrow's Monday. A lot of you are back to the grind. So, but praise God for the opportunity to work. It's to have a purpose. Good night.